What a creative idea for the eyes. I was wondering how that was going to come across, and I really like how the eyes are. So one, that really does help, for that. Though I do think some of the positioning, of course, you can see here the grapes and the positioning is a little bit off. So one of the things I usually do is, and I put a layer down the bottom. I fill it with a blue color, or it doesn't matter what color, because it doesn't stay. I delete it afterwards, and it helps me figure out if there's any areas to work with. So, like for the grapes, you can see here that you have some white showing through. So you can go in and you can do you right click over here, control click if you're on a Mac, select and mask, and then use the refine edge brush tool and paint away that white. So where there's white, you kind of just paint, and then that. Now I always like to turn on the smart radius just to get some fringe pixels. Might go up to 3 or 4. So to see what happens over there, it does a really good job on that. So you definitely want to do that. Um, Up here at the top, see there's a white halo around the hat. Same aspect. I'll do the select mask command. Probably here smart radius. Turn it up. That will help remove most of it. Okay. Actually, what I'm thinking about doing instead, I'm going to cancel that. I think to get it better, because sometimes that white is hard to remove. So what I want to do is I'm going to control click on the mask thumbnail. If you're on the Mac, command click, and I'm just going to do a simple select modify contract. I'm going to make the selection a little bit smaller. I'm going to do it by 1 pixel. Then I'm going to do a select inverse. That selects everything outside that. So that white halo now is selected. So I'm going to do edit fill. I'm just going to fill it with black. And when I deselect, a lot of that white is removed. Okay. Now, positioning wise, this grape over here, probably want to just go ahead and flip it. Transform, flip, horizontal. Move that over. Probably want to, I have the stem, I'd probably do the same thing, have the stem attaching to the edge of the can itself. Let me select this, and I might have to just move this over just a little bit. As I zoom in on this, looks like you need to work around this leaf, bottom portion of this leaf, and this top portion. You still see some white around that, so you want to clean that up. Anywhere there's white, and as I zoom in, I see that that will come into play. So just use your masks tools and clean that up as much as possible. Um, I wonder if we move this. Okay, I selected all the layers together, and let me just take the cantaloupe and just move it down a little bit. Yeah, I'd move it down just a hair to kind of create that face, and then eventually you can do it now, or you can wait till next week. But you can touch this up, and so it has the watermarks added. Oops, make sure I'm. Oh, spot healing brush tool. You can paint over that, and it's going to automatically remove those white watermarks and text. So you definitely want to kind of clean that up, and I just use the retouching tools to do so. Definitely zoom in, so like you say here, I can see the white around those leaves. And this you could paint with your mask. You can try your select mask command. That might work. Sometimes you might have to, because there's a lot of white here, you might have to kind of, and what I'm doing is I'm clicking, Sometimes dragging does not work as much. You can if you have a good hand. And then what you can do is then you can just go in and go to the select and mask, and you can try to again defringe it with the edge detection. And I think that almost, yeah, see, almost really does a good job of that, removes that. So you might, and that's the beauty of working with layer mask, is finding how to work with that. Um, yeah, because you want to clean up those areas.